G'day guys, so I'm going to start doing some videos in a series of client case studies. I want to tell some stories. I just want to mix things up a little bit because I feel like I've probably done the same thing for a little while now, and I'm wanting to make this a little bit more interesting. Now we're currently in a place called Stanage, and I'm just walking on the beach. This is a really weird place because all the rock formations around here are like volcanic rocks, and apparently there are crocodiles, so I don't want to get too close to the water because I might get eaten and then there'll be no content for anyone. That's no fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here by the water and going to tell some stories. Alright, so I'm going to tell you a story about a client named Ian. Ian's a great guy, runs a phenomenal gym up in Townsville. We're actually going to be up there shortly hanging out, and he's going to inflict some pain on me, I'm sure. And when Ian approaches, he's been working with some coaches. He worked with business coaches before, worked with mindset coaches, but he was really looking for something different. He'd got a great business, but he really wanted to make sure that he was prioritizing his finances so he could be able to buy his own commercial premises. It was really important for him to be able to buy a commercial premises that he could use to be able to base his business from, because he was used to just paying out dead rent to other people, basically lining their pockets that could have been going into his to plan for his future. Now, the thing I love about Ian is a doer. You give him a plan, he's a dog with a bone, he gets stuff done. He'd had military experience, obviously a phenomenal trainer in the martial arts space, competed professionally. So he was used to coaching, told what he has to do, and then he just gets it done. But finance wasn't necessarily his strong suit. He knew he wanted to be able to buy this commercial premises. He knew with a plan he'd get it done, but he just wasn't sure where to start and ultimately what he needed to do to get there. So what did we do to help Ian? Firstly, we started with the planning. We worked out and mapped out his plans, worked out what he was trying to achieve, by when he wanted to achieve it, all of the key milestones for him personally and in his business, so we can get clarity around all of the key things that we needed to do and make sure that we had a 360-degree, three-dimensional plan. Next thing, we helped him set the right foundation. We worked on setting his personal financial foundations, phasing out things like credit cards, setting up our cash flow structure, automating his personal finances, setting up the right tracking software so we can see exactly what was going on. This was a game changer for him and his wife Linda because it made it super easy for them to see exactly what was going on, keep a finger on the pulse and make sure they could plan for things like bills that sneak up on them and holidays so they could take their family away. Next, we sorted out the damage control, sorted out things like investments, superannuation, insurances, estate planning, all of these things that had been on their list of things to do for years, they never got around to doing. And there were just opportunities that were left on the table that are going to be worth to them tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of the rest of their working lives. And next, we set up a performance dashboard for their business. So we worked out what are the key KPIs and metrics we need to be tracking, where are the opportunities in their business and personally that we can unlock opportunity for them to be able to achieve their goals, maximize their profits and increase their cash flow, and ultimately help them work out what's their key measures of success. As a result, it got them focusing on scaling up their member numbers, increasing their pricing, getting rid of things like pauses and suspensions, and essentially making sure that all of their memberships were charging the same price because there was the same level of value. This allowed us to drastically increase their profitability, reduce the amount of time that they were working in the business, and expedite their ability for them to achieve their goals. They actually grew out of their current premises, they worked on fitting out another premises, which they're working on at the moment, and they're actually in the final stages of negotiation to be able to buy that commercial premises not even 2 years on. This is despite COVID, despite lockdowns, despite all of the limitations and challenges that they've experienced over the course of the last 12 months, they've not only survived, but absolutely thrived, and they're crushing their goals like never before. So what does it teach us? Well, this just shows that when you've got a good plan in place and you take action and you execute, then beautiful things happen. It doesn't matter if there's economic uncertainty, there's COVID, there's lockdowns, there's all of these things. You have the ability to thrive in any environment if you have the ability to pivot, change, shift tact, and focus on the things that are really going to push the needle forward. And ultimately, this goes to show that you can run a great business and you can have an amazing team, you can have great clients, but unless you know your numbers, you focus on profitability and cash flow, you focus on the metrics that really matter, then ultimately it doesn't guarantee your success. It's those things that make a great business and ultimately get you to use your business as a vehicle to create financial freedom. So kudos to you, Ian. Looking forward to catching up soon. And guys, if you've listened to this case study and you're interested in having a conversation around how we can implement the same strategies for you, hit me up in the DMs with the word case study. Let's have a conversation, see how we can help you, turn you into our next case study that we can use to smash more goals.